So I've come down the railway trail to Creswell this week instead of Clown, and here's a welcome board to Creswell right by the station. I'll have the station and the signal box on at the end of the video. I might even do a separate video. I'll see how I go today. But I'll find my way around Creswell Town Centre and then I'll start filming it. So on what was once part of the high street, these were shops along here. I'm told there was a garage just here where there's new flats being built, but most of these were shops in the past. Just been talking to a couple. You can see the winding wheel for the pit there. See a bit of a coffee house here. Well, let's just have a walk on the other side and then we'll walk on to what is the main town centre. See, I've got a garage up there. So I'm now on Elton Road. I think that's another small village around here, Elton. So I'm not really sure if that's an old school or an existing school. So we've got a pub here called Ours. I'm not sure, I'm guessing that's not the original name of it. But I'm guessing that most people here probably shop up at Clown. That's why the Aldi's up there and the Tesco. So I don't know what this lot's all about, whether it's still a school or what. So it says Old School Lane. I'm assuming they've just converted it in. But I'm told there's an heritage centre down here, if I can find where the old colliery was. Now we were supposed to have clear blue skies the last few days, well, from Saturday onwards, but we've never truly had clear skies, and you can see right above that shop. Now there's contrails and chemtrails, and they all look awfully like chemtrails rather than contrails, but people say that it's tinfoil hat. I'm not sure. It just doesn't make sense. The skies have never been so dirty. So you've got what was once the old post office. But it's like everywhere. They just strip out the heritage in the end. Can't imagine that shop being shut or not open. It looks to me as though it's closed down. I'm sure I've been here and seen that in the past. So we've still got a social club on Queen Street. I never noticed a church at Clown. We've got the United Benefit of Elton with Creswell, whatever that is. We'll have a quick look at that. So can anybody tell me of anybody famous who came from Creswell? Just going to have a quick look at the stone on the church. We don't see many electrical and hardware suppliers like this anymore. There used to be in every little town. I've just looked and it is actually open, that store, it's just they're coming from that side. So it looked as though it was closed, but it's coming a different doorway. But so much of our heritage is removed. Should be playing on our industrial paths. So we're on Dover Street and I've just noticed an old comrades club. So I'm documenting things because I remember going dancing at the Working Men's Club in Clan only 15 years ago, and that's been knocked down. So you've got the old comrades club. At least it's recorded for history, whatever happens. The local library just there, and there is a swimming bath, I think. You can see the local spa. And then I love this Art Deco, which is a bingo hall now, but I'm sure would have been a picture hall in the past, and it looks quite a big one. So I'll get onto the station platform later. It's part of the Robin Hood line that was reopened. Well, there you can see what was once been the old cinema. It looks considerable size. It's one of the best ones I've seen in an old mining community. So we've got the Station Hotel. Well, I'm guessing it's like most of the old mining communities, a lot of people moved on when the collieries shut down. But people are now shopping out of town around the local communities. To see if I can find the swimming baths, because it's quite a decent building, the swimming baths. You can see most of these were probably shops and they aren't anymore. Being converted into probably people's houses or flats. So we've got an event centre here. I'll get you a better angle on that as we walk past. Smell fish and chips. But I noticed there's a lot of modern housing as I came down the railway track. And one of the things here in Creswell is a model village, and I think that was built for the colliery workers when they sunk the pit shaft. Now I remember going around it when it wasn't that nice, but they've spent a lot of money on it and redone it up fit for purpose again. You can have a quick look at that type of housing. I'm still not seeing where the swimming pool is. So we're on Colliery Road. I thought it might be down here. Told there's an heritage centre down Colliery Road, but I've just seen something else before I go down there. Oh, I got a Turkish barber again. Culinary desserts, that's a new one on me. Well, these Turkish barbers seem to spring up everywhere. We're right on the edge of the model village. I thought this was another sort of pub just here, but it's Chinese takeaway. Let's just have a quick flash down here and see what else I can find further along. So rather than walking on a boring bit, I've just stopped the video and restarted. We've got the Black Diamond pub here. I think the next port of call for me will be in the model village, so we'll just nip down to the model village. So these are some of the houses on the outside of the model village, so you get an idea of the style. But we'll get a bit further inside it and show you inside it. So just here by the side of a local shop, see the signpost for the model village. I'll just have a quick walk in the middle of it and give you an idea. I think some actual industrial enterprises back in the 19th century really looked after the workers and tried to do something different. We'll go right into the heart of this before we go down Colliery Road. If you go on the internet, you'll be able to see on the internet from above what the model village looked like, but you can see the amount of green space in the middle. And if these houses were down south, I wonder how much they'd be worth. Just want to show you this interesting building at the bottom. You can just see the expanse in the middle. They've set up aside for people. So this interesting building's right in the bottom of it. Looks like it was an old library. I don't know what it's currently used for at the moment. And one thing I've noticed is you can see the edge of the model village. Like I said, the best thing is to view it on Google and you can actually see a bird's eye view of it. And then if you look, it's all modern housing on the outside of it. So we'll get down to Collier Road and see if I can find an heritage centre down there, but I'm just wondering if that's an heritage centre, whether it's flats. I ain't got a clue. Doesn't say. So this is another example of the model village. Just look how quaint these places look. Stonework on them and the architecture. And just compare these with the modern trash they now put up and charge you an absolute fortune for. But they must have been quite a large, well, they are large properties inside by the looks of it. Some of these they've actually got a third story on them. We'll carry on walking down here and I'll pick up with you when there's something interesting. So I don't know if this was the old pit side, but we're stood on Colliery Road at the moment. You can see these like modern industrial units. I think it was a big mistake to shut all our pits down. We could have burnt coal cleanly. And it is a green fuel. Coal's created from photosynthesis from trees and vegetation. So it's not about the use of it, it's about how we actually burn it, and we can burn it cleanly and use resources until we have a real clean fuel. So I've just had a really interesting chat with a chap. He told me quite a lot about this, where you can see the fencing was number 1 pit shaft, which was used for the bringing the coal up and down, and then further beyond that was number 2 shaft for the men to go up and down. And then sort of around here there was a car park, pit baths I think, and then somewhere just about there was the manager's office. Sorry, manager's house, sorry. And he told me it was pretty pristine. If you went in the social club, which is the building I showed you at the bottom of the model village, the big building, in fact I'll just show it you from this angle. That was a social club just there. If you went in the social club and the manager walked in for the pit, you had to stand up. If you didn't stand up, you didn't get the job. You didn't get work. So he was God. So just here we have the pavilion. Now that was built after the pit was closed down, so they must have used the pit baths or something. But what I'm told is it's a beautiful cricket ground and clown player at the moment. It's just absolutely perfect surface. But the manager had ties with Derbyshire County Cricket Club, and he used to keep it absolutely pristine for Derbyshire County Cricket Club, second team to play here. So the colliery didn't play here every week, they just had one match a year, and the rest of the time it was kept absolutely immaculate for this second team. You know, just unbelievable. But just look at it, that is absolutely fantastic surface. So we'll get round to the Heritage Centre in a minute. So here we've got Creswell Heritage and Wellbeing Centre. It looks like a typical resource centre. You can buy food here, and it looks like it's for the wellbeing side of things. Probably would have been an old colliery site. So we'll pop down back down to the main road and pick up from there. So I was looking for the swimming baths and found out it's now a one-stop, as you can see. That's all that remains of it, and you can see 1924 baths. So got to the bottom of that little mystery, we'll pop up down to the train station next. So you can see the railway crossing there. We're on Station Road. Winding wheel there to celebrate the pit. And we're just going to pop up to the station. I'll show you what remains of the station. I was told that the coal was at 1,000 metres at Creswell, so they used to put a quarter of that with 3/4 of coal from other pits around, because that was only down at about 400 metres, so it improved the quality. And I also was told that if it wasn't for the colliery, there'd be no such place as Creswell. There were farms around, but nothing, wasn't really a high street or anything for it. So really, when the colliery came, that's when the building works really started around here. I can imagine when the actual colliery shut, it really hit Creswell. So here we've got Station House. And there are some buildings a bit further round. I might have to go to the other side to actually see them. But this video's took me longer than I thought because I got chatting to people. I didn't realise that this is a big hotbed of Sheffield Wednesday supporters around here, and I managed to pick 2 people that I spoke to that were big Wednesday supporters. So there's a bit of a car park here. And this is part of the Robin Hood line. Now one chap told me that this station had never, or the line had never shut. So I don't know whether if they were using it for different things. Let's have a quick walk along here. Like I say, I might have to go to the other side to show you. But when you look at the size of the platforms, must have been quite some station at one bit. So you can't see the buildings very well from behind there, but they look like old station buildings. And then if I zoom down there, you can see signal box, but I don't think that signal box is used anymore. It looks a bit unpainted, doesn't look as though it's been used anymore. And just before I complete the video, I'll just see if I can actually get a better view of those buildings from the other side of the platform. I was going to do Creswell Crags today, but it's took me longer than I thought, and also I need to do the other village of Elmpton, I think it's called, as well, but I'll do that another time as well. I'll come back again. So I've cycled in from Dinnington, it's about 10 miles away. I want to sort of get home now for my tea. So I'm now on the other platform, and that's all we can really see of the old station buildings. Like I said, it must have been a considerable size station to what we've now got. So really that's my trip around Creswell. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you can add any more information to it that I don't know about, please give me a shout out.